Hey, and welcome back. I'm going to be reading a Tsuchako fanfiction. This is just going to be the first chapter. I'm going to do multiple videos for each chapter. And it's called My Soulmate is a Frog Tsuchako fanfiction. So, I hope you enjoy it. Uraraka's POV. I stopped my alarm clock from ringing and got out of bed. Today is my first day, I thought to myself as I untangled myself from the red string that was attached to my pinky. Once I had untangled myself, I stripped my clothing and got into the shower. Once I got out, I put on my uniform and went downstairs for breakfast. Good morning, honey, my mom called out as she put a plate of toast on the table. Good morning, Mom, I said as I sat down at the table across from my dad, who was reading the newspaper. Are you excited for UA? My dad asked as he put his newspaper down and started to eat the cereal my mom had just put on the table for him. I can't wait. I finished up my toast and put my backpack on. I'll be going now. I closed the door behind me and started walking to my new school with red string dangling on the floor behind me at UA. I walked through the doors and found a blue-haired boy in glasses yelling at an ash-blonde boy who seemed to have his feet stuck on the desk. Sitting behind the ash-blonde was a boy with messy green hair with freckles. His red string seemed to be glowing and tied on the ash boy's pinky, which meant they were a couple. I went to my seat and sat down. I continued to match people with their soulmate. I looked at the blue-haired boy and followed his string with my eyes and found his string was tied to a black-haired girl with a ponytail. I kept looking around the room and matching people with their soulmates until I came across a green-haired girl who had her tongue sticking out. She had an appearance that reminded me of a cute frog. I looked down at her pinky and followed it with my eyes all the way up to my pinky finger. I instantly went red when I noticed that this cute frog girl was my soulmate. Are you okay? I looked over my shoulder to find a girl with pink hair and skin behind me with a concerned look on my face. I'm fine, I replied, noticing she wasn't alone. She was with a spiky red-haired boy who I knew was her soulmate since the string connected to his and her fingers was glowing. I'm Mina Ashida, said the pink girl, holding out her hand, signaling a handshake. I'm Tsuchako Uraraka, I said as I shook her hand. I'm Ojiro Kirishima, said the boy behind her as I'm Enjiro Kirishima, sorry, it wrote Ojiro, sorry. The boy behind her said as he held out his hand. I shook his hand and we all started chatting. So, have you met your soulmate? Asked Ashida with a curious look on her face. I know what she looks like, but I don't know her name, I said with a slight blush on my face. Ooh, is she in our class? Our class? Yeah, she is the one with long green hair, and I think she has a frog quirk. Asui? I met her earlier today. She's really nice. You should talk to her, said Kirishima while giving me a reassuring smile. A huge yellow caterpillar walked through the door and told us to go to our seats. Assuming it was the teacher, everyone sat down. After a few classes at lunchtime, I had made friends with most of everybody in class 1A except Asui. I walked into the cafeteria and grabbed a tray of food. I saw Ashida waving her hand from one of the tables. I walked over to her and sat down. I was sitting with Ashido to my left, Denki on my right. Kirishima was in front of Ashido, Jiro was in front of Denki, and in front of me was none other than Asui. Well, that was the first chapter. I hope you liked it, and will stay to listen to the other 3 chapters that I will be doing a video on. Again, if you want to read it yourself, then the link is down in the subscription, and I hope you enjoyed.